I didn't have to fight any wild Pokemon on the way back. So, don't need to stop at the Pokemon Center. One thing I will do is I think I'm going to give Mr. Vile my berry, just so he has another one. Hey, it's you, Dickface! You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste, a wimp like you! Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Chikorita? Hey. Didn't Elm have a Chikorita? Plus, this guy seems to be in a hurry. This doesn't bode well, guys. Okay, well this fight's not really too bad. You have some time to level up off camera. You have some time to pick up items. It's generally a lot easier than the first trainer fight in other Pokemon generations. And there we go. Alright, level 8. Nice. Getting some good levels right off the bat. Are you happy you won? Yeah, a little bit. My name is... I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Well, I wouldn't use that name as your official name because kind of non-existent, but best of luck to you, I guess? Maybe? Not really sure how to feel about that? Okay, let's just keep on moving. Let's see what's going on with Professor Elm back here. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. Oh no. Did he have to steal a Pokemon of all things? I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently it was a young male with long red hair. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? I did. Now I debated naming this guy Eric, like in my Pokemon Blue Let's Play, but for some reason, whenever I take a look at this guy and just his general design, he always pegs me as someone named Joseph. I don't know, that just seems like that would be his name, so that's the name I'm going with. Okay, so Joseph was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. What do you have to say about this, Elm? Rob, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? This? But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex? Rob, is that true? That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, Rob, you may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon, too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Rob, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Yeah, I should always say goodbye to my mom. Okay, and he's gonna give me... Okay, he's gonna give me some Pokeballs. Nice. I'm gonna just ignore this because I know how to catch Pokemon. I caught 151 Pokemon in the last Pokemon playthrough. I know what I'm getting myself into. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where did you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money is important. Do you want me to save your money? Please do. Okay, I'll take care of your money. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. You need to work as a team. Now, go on. Okay, Mom, thank you. You've been a great mother, and you will continue to be one. I've seen you a couple of times. How many Pokemon have you caught? Would you like me to show you how to catch Pokemon? No. Oh, fine then. Anyway, if you want to catch Pokemon, you have to walk a lot. I mean, generally for most activities, walking is a very essential step, so, you know, I wouldn't doubt that. But thanks for your help anyway, I guess. Okay, now I need to go this way. That's right. So right now we're on Route 29. There are a few Pokemon I can catch. Up here is Route 46. You can't go anywhere from this route. It's kind of at the bottom of a hill, and you cannot go up the hill. But I will be coming back here shortly to catch some Pokemon, because there are some other Pokemon you can get in that area. In this first area, there are 4 Pokemon you can catch. You can catch Pidgey, Sentret, Rattata, and Hoot. The only Pokemon you cannot catch right now at this time of day is Hoot, because Hoot can only be caught during the night. So I will be unable to catch Hoot right now. But I can catch the other 3. I might also pass on catching Rattata as well, because Rattata actually has a higher percentage of being able to be found during the night. Basically, during the day it's 5%, but during the night it's 15%. But if I happen to find Rattata during the day, I'll go ahead and catch it. But we have our first Pokemon. We have Pidgey. I'm going to name Pidgey after Kirby boss, one of my favorite Kirby bosses, actually. I'm going to name it after Dyna. Also, very appropriate because Dyna is a girl and this Pokemon is female, so that actually worked out pretty well. Let's see if we can catch another new Pokemon. We have... oh, Pidgey again. Okay, well this is going to be, after this battle anyway, this is probably going to be where I start ignoring certain Pokemon and cutting out random battles, so I think I can start doing that now. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more Pokeballs from the Pokemart. I'm just going to go ahead and buy... yeah, let's buy as many as we can, honestly. I really don't use items that much, so whenever I do spend money, it's probably going to be on Pokeballs or upgraded versions of Pokeballs. And I'll go ahead and heal my Pokemon too, at least my new Pokemon. I do want to start giving Dyna some experience because essentially for the first gym, or not really just the first gym, but for the first few routes, there are certain Pokemon that I feel like Mr. Vile's not really going to be that great against. And the first gym leader is actually a flying type gym leader. And while Mr. Vile will honestly do fine, I kind of like when I'm fighting gym leaders to use the type advantage, or a Pokemon that has the advantage over the gym leader. And there is technically one rock-type Pokemon we can catch right now, and I'm going to be going for that first. But before we do, let's go ahead and catch a Sentret. I think catching a Sentret's going to be a good idea. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to catch it, though. I mean, it'll work, but I don't want it to miss anything. Oh, wow, that Sentret actually had a berry attached. Yeah, sometimes Pokemon will have items already attached to them. But unfortunately, I got a critical hit and killed them anyway. Oh, well. I also meant to put Dyna Blade in front just to give Dyna some experience. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next area, too. Let's go to Route 46. Here you can catch 3 new Pokemon. When I say new, I mean Pokemon I have in my possession right now. I don't mean, like, new Pokemon that are new to this generation. First, we have Geodude. Geodude is the rock type that I'm going to be catching. Plus, I really like Geodude as well. Geodude has always been one of my favorite rock types. I don't know why. It's going to be a little hard to catch this guy, though, just due to the fact that he has high defense, and, you know, my attacks aren't really going to be doing a whole lot to him right now. But I'll get a few rages off on him, and he should be low enough afterwards. Okay, this shouldn't kill him. Okay, I'll just go to Scratch now. There we go. Usually getting a Pokemon down to the red is almost a guarantee you'll always get it. At least for common Pokemon. Oh! And there I go, speaking way too soon. Well, I'm gonna use my other berry, I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna give him another berry, though. I mainly did just for that fight when I fought against Joseph. Because you can get really unlucky in a fight like that. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't get too low. Okay, well we have Geodude. I'm going to be naming Geodude the same as I named him in Pokemon Blue. I'm going to name it after fellow Let's Player and friend of mine, Shotzrox. And yes, I am aware that Shots is a male and this Geodude is a female. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, as far as Pokemon dedications to friends and Let's Players are concerned, I'm not really going to be caring about gender too much, because when it comes to that, I just want to get those Pokemon. And, you know, trying to grind a Pokemon until I get the right gender just seems like more trouble than it's worth. Also, Rattata. Okay, well, I found a Rattata here. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I'll take it. Again, you can still find them during the day. I mean, this is not a super rare occurrence like in other cases, but it's still only a 5% chance. Okay, good. He didn't die. Got kind of worried there for a moment. Also, my god, I have a lot of frickin' female Pokemon already. Not that there's anything wrong with that, definitely not, but... What is this, Mr. Vile's harem or something? Okay, let's name Rattata... Okay, I'm gonna make a Simpsons joke right here. And I know the joke is actually in relation to possums, not mice or rats, but I call the big one Bitey. One of my favorite Simpsons jokes right there, honestly. Yes! Alright! Okay, good. This is the most rare Pokemon on this route. And I am glad that I found it this early. This is going to save me a lot of time. But yes, Jigglypuff. Now, as you know, Jigglypuff was one of my final team members in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. And yeah, I'm not going to use Jigglypuff again. I mean, that just kind of goes without saying. It would just be boring if I used the Pokemon I used in another playthrough. This is going to be a whole different team. There's probably going to be different types involved. So yeah, I'm going to definitely mix and switch things up. Okay, I am so glad I got a Jigglypuff this early, though, because it can take a long time to find these guys. Now, in Pokemon Blue, I named Jigglypuff after fellow Let's Player Madame Wario in the form of Madame Puff. I'm not going to give this Jigglypuff a name. There is a reason why I'm not, though, and I'll explain when we get to that point. But we do have a Jigglypuff now. That is something we have, and I'm glad we got it this early. But there is one more Pokemon we can capture in this route, so I'm going to wait until I find it. Okay, here we go. Spearow. Now, I actually did not have Spearow on my list. I actually noticed this later on when I was doing like a few practice runs, or not so much practice runs, more like failed takes of recording, where, yeah, you can actually get Spearow on this route. And I thought that you could only get Spearow through headbutting trees, which is a mechanic we'll be getting into much later on in the project, but no, apparently not. Apparently you can get Spearow here too, which is nice. Means I can get Spearow kind of out of the way. But yeah, another very basic Gen 1 Pokemon. Okay, good. Thank God. At least catching this guy is going to be pretty certain, I think. I don't think I can... Not really a good chance that I'll miss. And once again, just like in Pokemon Generation 1 playthrough, I have a name already picked out for this guy. As for a Pikmin reference, I'm going to name this guy Snagret after the burrowing Snagret enemies. My least favorite enemies to fight in Pikmin 1, but kind of a lot better to fight in Pikmin 2, honestly. And I don't know if they're in Pikmin 3. I still haven't really played much of Pikmin 3. I need to get into that, actually. But yeah, there's really only one more Pokemon we need to catch before we can move on and start checking out some other routes. And unfortunately, it's a Pidgey. Okay, well, hold on, guys, until I find the Pokemon we're looking for. Oh my god, finally! I got like 7 Pidgeys in a row. But I did get Dyna Blade up to level 4, which is nice. And, actually, was Totodile already at level 9 or not? I don't remember. Well, either way. He's at level 9, which means I should be able to scratch him down low enough. Yeah, way to hang on there, Mr. Vile. I'm actually going to switch back to Dyna Blade, though. Just in the purpose of Mr. Vile not fainting. But I should be able to get this. I don't think Sentret has too high of a catch rate. Okay, well there we go. Now, to be honest, I do not have a name for Sentret yet, so let this be a first. You guys can discuss in the comments section below what you think Sentret's nickname should be, and then later on when we get to the name raider or the nickname creator guy, I can start changing nicknames then. So just give me some thoughts about what you want this little guy to be named. I'll take a look at him. If there's one that really strikes a chord with me, I'll pick it. And if there's a bunch that I feel like are in very close contention, I might do like a straw poll or something like that where you guys can vote about what the name could be. But, yeah, I'm not going to give it a nickname. And wow, I already have my party filled out, so I have more than 6 Pokemon. I did not expect to be this full on Pokemon right now, but it is what it is. You can get about 7 or 8 Pokemon in those first few routes, so it was bound to happen at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and heal these guys, and I'm actually going to put Jigglypuff in the box right now, because I really have no intention of leveling up this Jigglypuff. Also, yeah, I was totally talking to the wrong PC box, or the wrong computer. So yeah, let's put Jigglypuff away. And yeah, let's withdraw Sentret. Just to have Sentret in our party for a little bit. Don't expect him to be a permanent team member by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, he's there. Speaking of which, you guys are probably wondering about what I plan to do for my final team in this playthrough. Gonna be honest with you, I haven't really thought about it that much. Much like Pokemon Blue, I kind of figured out what my team was going to be midway through the project. I'm going to be doing the same thing this time as well. There is one Pokemon I'm going to be using for sure, and that is because it is my favorite Pokemon in Gen 2. I'm not going to say what it is. I think I've mentioned it before numerous times, but I'm going to keep quiet on that, so you guys can either figure it out or try to guess what that Pokemon is. And there is another Pokemon I'm a little interested in using because I've never used it before, but I'll point that out when we get to that point. So, I really only have 2 Pokemon decided on right now. I could potentially use my starter, but I don't know. I love the starters, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's just such an easy team member for playthroughs like this. And as much as I like Feraligatr, the final form of Totodile, I've used him so many times in the past, and I'd like to use some other types too, so that's essentially what I'm thinking right now in regards to my team and future team members. But let's go ahead and move on. We've gotten everything we can get right now. I can still need to catch Hoot Hoot, but I'll do that later when it's actually nighttime. Right now, I'm not going to be able to find it. So as far as this route's concerned, I think the only Pokemon we can capture right now is this guy right here, Caterpie. So let's go ahead and tackle him down and catch him in a Pokeball. There is another Pokemon we can catch on this route, and not only that, it's actually a Pokemon Gold exclusive. But, once again, it doesn't appear until the night, so I'm going to have to wait until I catch that. That Pokemon is actually Spinarak, a tiny spider-like Pokemon. The Silver exclusive that you can get if you play Silver, not Gold, is actually Ladybug, a Ladybug Pokemon. As for those guys, you can only capture them in the morning. But either way, since we're playing Gold, we're not going to be able to capture that Pokemon at all. So, completely irrelevant. I'm going to name Caterpie after the name I gave it in the Blue playthrough. It's going to be named Wormy, a SpongeBob reference. Okay. Yeah, I think we're still good. Let us continue.